Greetings, Saber fans. It's your old pal Megtooth Sith, and what we have here for you today is a 2020 Saber Royale ThinWaist Starkiller. This was a special run done by Saber Royale of the Starkiller Hilt, and what's unique about this one compared to the Phoenix props is the ThinWaist, and this was number 18 of the Saber Royale run. This Starkiller Saber has been custom weathered by me, and it looks nice and grungy, but it is a brand new install. Even though the Saber looks grungy, it is a completely brand new install of what was a brand new hilt before I started the weathering. So let's roll that beautiful bean footage. This is the Saber Royale Starkiller ThinWaist number 18. And this is the blade demonstration. This one's got a couple custom fonts on it, but it's got most of the stock fonts as well. So I'm going to just do a quick demo for you. Number one, this Saber is equipped with, I'm going to wake it up. This Saber is equipped with gesture ignitions, and there are 3 gesture ignitions. The first is stab on, which is a forward thrust. Second is swing, and the third is twist. Now the twist is a back and forth, so it's back and forth like that. Quickly, back and forth. Back and forth. So it's not just twist one direction, it's twist back, twist back. Like that. You gotta do it quick like a snap movement. When you engage it with a gesture mode, you get battle, you're automatically in battle mode. And with battle mode, you get automatic lockup. Automatic. And automatic tip drag. That you get out of any of those is just a brief movement away from your target. So when you clash with another saber blade, you just pull the saber away, it stops. That's it. That's battle mode. I'll show y'all multi-blaster. I do buttons later on in the video, but we'll put it on multi-blaster so you can see that really quick. I'm going to activate it with buttons without motion gestures. Put it in multi-blast mode. Every time you swing the saber, you get a blaster. Took it out. Show you lightning block, force lightning block. That's pretty cool. You don't have that in battle mode, only in button ignition mode, and it's a double tap and hold. So, Saber's got a bunch of cool functions. Now let's show you all the normal functions when we ignite. We have flash on flash. You have lockup, which is localized and responsive. Depends upon the angle of the blade. I've already showed you lightning block, blaster block, one at a time. Force sounds. Each preset has its own track to it. I'm not going to play the tracks on each preset because I'll get a copyright strike, but each preset has its own music track.
Vader's assassin.
So there's 3 different of that first one. Oops, ignited that and mute. There we go. And the crystal chamber mimics the blade color. So you can see the crystal chamber here. And when you turn off the saber, the crystal chamber actually pulses. So it pulses on and off. Now this is a simple crystal chamber. There's no decorations at all. It's just the simple basic chamber.
Clean.
This one has a base flare on this blade, which is pretty cool.
Blue. Yellow.
This is a battery indicator. And this one has a base flare as well.
Blue.
It's an unstable blue blade.
Purple. Blue.
It's unstable blue.
C.
It's my lightning blade.
Clean.
There's your rainbow blade. Cantina's the background on that.
Vader's assassin.
And then finally your battery blade. Now I'm going to show you really quick color changing.
Vader's assassin.
To get to color changing, because I didn't show them in the button video, you ignite the saber with your button, press power and aux. Oops, you know what, let me do this on a blue blade, which by the way,
Vader's blue.
if you color change on a red blade, it's going to be hard to get back to it. This saber is equipped with save state, so I wouldn't change colors on red blades, but on blue and green, no problem. Press power and aux, and then twist the hilt till you get the color you want. Press and hold power to lock it in, and there we're locked in. That's color changing. This is the, Starkiller, Saber Royale Starkiller. Custom weathered, awesome saber, custom blade built by me. Price is listed in the description box. Thank you for watching. Let's show the button instruction video. So now that we've seen the blade demonstration, let's show you some things about the saber. The blade retention, when you want to put a blade in there, you slide a 1-inch blade into the socket. And I did custom build a blade for this, which will be included with the sale. And you tighten the blade retention screw here, right there, right at the base. That's how you get a blade in there. To ignite the saber, simply press this forward button to turn the saber off. Press and hold the forward button. Guess we should have talked about the buttons. On this saber is programmed with the SA22C buttons. This is your power, this is your aux. To ignite, you hit power. To retract, you press and hold power until the saber retracts. That's SA22C's mod. Really quick, to ignite the lightsaber, we're going to press and hold, or press power briefly. That gives you your ignition. Turn the saber off, press and hold power. We can get music or background track on every preset. Every preset on this saber has background track. To get a background track, you press and hold power for 2 seconds. 1, 2. Then you can ignite and mess around with the saber while the background track's going. Had to turn it off so y'all can hear me. Let's talk about a couple other power functions. Number one, you can also get lightning block by pressing and holding or double clicking power while the saber's on. That gives you your lightning block here, where you get force lightning going back and forth. And to get force sounds, activate the saber and double click power. But you're double clicking and releasing. The difference on lightning block is you're double click but holding it at the end. But a force sound is just a double click. Now I'm going to turn it off, pressing and holding. Now let's get in. There's more power button features, and I'll send you the full button instructions with the saber. Let's get into auxiliary functions. To cycle to the next preset, you press the auxiliary briefly. That gets you to your next preset. Once we ignite the saber, you can press and hold the auxiliary. Well, you can quickly tap it. It gives you blaster blocks. If you hold it, it gives you lockup. If you hold it and point the saber down, you get tip drag. Now this is just my demo blade on there now, but you get the point. So if you hold the saber tip pointing down and press aux, you get tip drag. Now let's talk about color changing. You do have color changing on this saber, and to get to color changing, what we do is press power and then aux, and that puts us in color changing mode. And then you just turn the saber until you get a color you want, and once you get a color you want, you lock it in by pressing and holding power, and you hear that selection go. Now I've already demonstrated all the gesture ignitions and retractions, and just to show you, gesture retractions do work. But if you use a gesture ignition, either twist, thrust, or swing on, it will be in battle mode, which battle mode gives you automatic lockup, automatic melt, and automatic tip drag, as demonstrated in the video. Let's get to the last auxiliary function that I'll demo, and then the rest I'll leave to the instructions, which is Auto Blaster. Auto Blaster renders the saber that every time you swing the saber you get a blaster block, and to get an Auto Blaster you first want to ignite the saber, and then double tap and hold auxiliary. Now every time I swing the saber I get a blaster block. To get out of Auto Blaster, I double tap and hold. Oop. And now I should... Now I'm out of Auto Blast. The last feature that I want to show you all on SA22C's button mod is that if you press and hold auxiliary, it will give you a readout of battery voltage.
3.82 volts.
3.82 volts is where we're at. You can also, like if you go forward, if you go past the preset you want, you can actually go backwards back through the presets by pressing and holding power. So you should hear Luke Skywalker.
Luke Skywalker.
And then I go back forward to the balance by pressing aux.
The balance.
And then I can go back to Luke Skywalker.
Luke Skywalker.
So you can go backwards and forwards on the presets. The rest of the button presses I will leave to the instruction manual, and I will send an instruction, a button instructions with this saber. Two last subjects that I want to cover on the saber, so I'm going to go ahead and bring the lights back on since we're not going to be igniting the saber anymore, and I'm going to go ahead and remove the blade. So to remove the blade,
3.82 volts.
I'm going to loosen our retention screw, which is right here. And once I loosen that retention screw, don't back it all the way out. You just need to back it out a little bit. Then the blade comes out. And that's just my demonstration blade. Now let's talk about how to change the battery. To change the battery, lefty-loosey on the hilt. And then you gently slide the hilt off the chassis. There's the chassis and the Proffie. On this battery, I've supplied a tug strap where you can tug the battery out. and this will come with a Keep Power 18650 3120 milliamp hour 15 amp cut off battery. And to get the battery back in, you want to make sure that the strap is lower, and just pop your battery in. And then once you pop in a fresh battery, which needs to be charged on an external charger, there is no charge port on this battery, then you just screw the hilt back on. Bada bing. So this is the Starkiller, the Saber Royale Starkiller, and you know, it's a pretty basic saber. It does have a crystal chamber, which is pretty cool, but there's a lot of weathering that was done here, which took quite a bit of work and quite a bit of effort. But pretty proud of this build. This is Saber Royale Starkiller number 18, and you know, pretty heavily weathered using aluminum black and artificial rust here at Megtooth Sith Sabers. And there's a custom 34-inch blade that's also been built for this saber. Thank you all for watching, and if you're interested, you can find the details on pricing on this saber at the bottom of the video if you expand the description box at the very bottom of the video. And you know, the saber will ship to the highest bidder. And may the force be with you, or the dark side. Thank you everybody for watching as usual. I really appreciate y'all tuning in on my channel. And as always,